Coach, congrats on what has become kind of the, if I may say, I don't want to step on anybody else's toes, but kind of the maybe the premier lacrosse program here in the Midlands. And I know you played one of those guys from the upstate, the defending state champion Fort Mill Club yesterday, and it was very close, kind of a neck and neck thing that could have gone either way. They wound up winning, but you were telling me that that was really a good experience for your club, win or lose, as the playoffs this year are getting ready to start in a week or two. Talk a little bit about that, if you will.
Well, we've done well in the Midlands against the teams around here, which logistically we need to play those teams for travel purposes and to cut costs. But we also need to challenge ourselves, and having the defending state champs on our schedule is going to help us. Even though it's a tough challenge, we talk to our players about staying focused the entire game and putting forth our best effort in order to compete, and having a playoff type atmosphere, creating it by the way we play on the field, will help us when we get around to the playoffs, which is right around the corner.
How has this team progressed from the beginning of the year, or maybe I should even go back since last year's team, which was still good, but you guys you're kind of the talk of the town. As anytime I'd inquire about lacrosse, it kind of always came back to Flora. What are you guys doing to kind of make that mark, and how have you improved?
Well, we've got 13 seniors. And they're most of them are strong contributors to the team, and it's just been a growing atmosphere where we're playing as a team. When we play as a team, we can do great things. One game this year in the first quarter, we were playing Lexington. We scored 9 goals in one quarter against a good Lexington team, and after that, Lexington settled down and it became a more competitive game, but it was just the capability of our team to be able to do that, to show that they could do something like that. We were really proud of that. And then last night, to be able to play with one of the better teams in the state and really put their backs against the wall and having our shot at winning the game.
Do you feel good about, again, the possibility that this team could make the deep run or maybe even win it? Do you have that? Do you have what it takes? Well, it sounds like you do.
It's very important for us to lock down the second seed, which we have a chance to do. It's probably going to come down between us and Hilton Head for that number 2 spot. And if we can lock down the 2 spot, that's 2 home games. 2 home games, which is huge. Yeah. Last year we were a 3 seed. We played our first game at home, and then our second game we went down to Charleston and lost a tough one. 2 years ago we were a number 2 seed. We played 2 home games, and then our third round game was at Wando, which is the lower state championship, which all eyes are on that this year, are headed that way. So we're feeling good about that, and we hope to be there, and we just have to take care of business. We got one more big one tomorrow.
If you would just talk a little bit, I know that Adams is you guys leading all-time scorer, correct?
That's right.
And one of the great scorers in the history of lacrosse in the state, the relatively short history, but obviously he's a real player. If you would just talk a little bit about him, not just on the field, but the kind of leadership he's provided as a senior.
Well, the thing about Jack has been playing, like he said earlier, he's been playing since his 9th grade year. He's been a starter since his 9th grade year. He's played 4 years on the varsity, which you cannot duplicate that kind of experience. So him being able to do that and just feel natural, that there's not as many jitters when he gets on the field anymore. He's been there. He's been through it. He knows what the highs are like. He knows what the lows are like, and he knows what it takes to win games.
As far as Dutch Fork coming up tomorrow night out there in Dutch Fork, what do you know about them, and is this going to be another kind of a real tune-up for the playoffs?
Well, Dutch Fork has played some teams tough. They played Christchurch to 1 goal. We happened to beat Christchurch by 1 goal. So we know that they're capable of playing very well at a high level. We played them last year, and they gave us all we wanted. And we're locked in, and we know that they're going to be gunning for us. This is the last opportunity for a Midlands team to get us, and we can't slip.
All right, well, good luck against Dutch Fork tomorrow night, and I'm looking forward to covering you guys on the playoffs to see how you do, try to bring home a title to the Midlands.
We'd love to do it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.